Alright, so this is just gonna be the money from the SFK vid and all the loot that I got. So let's just start. So here we go. So I'm at the vendor in the sepulcher, and I go ahead and open it, and I repair first. Very little repairs because they don't do a huge amount of damage. And then I just go ahead and vendor a lot of the grays, all the grays actually, and a few of the whites, and all the bind on pickup blues, as you know I don't need them. I save all the greens, save all the wool cloth, and save all the light leather. Now, you're not going to get any light leather unless you're a skinner. I see I actually mess up there and actually sell some, but I buy it back. Like I said, you're not going to get any light leather if you're a skinner. If you're not a skinner, rather. And I vendor medium leather because it doesn't really sell in the auction house. So once I've... And the light leather, you might get some from a chest, but that's pretty much it. And it's not worth keeping if you get that little. So here I go ahead and mail the wool and greens and leather to my banker. Yes, I do manage the cash on another character of mine in the same realm, of course, on the Horde as well. And this is mainly because I want to keep my money in a separate place, and also it's a great way to store these items, and not have to worry about collecting money there. My banker stays in Thunder Bluff all the time, or sometimes it's Org. I change all the time. So anyway, here I am on my banker going to pick up the mail. See, I actually have a lot of mail here, but I'm just going to pick up some successful auctions, and I actually have two SFK runs worth of loot here, so it's not going to be just that. As you can see, if you can see in the bottom right, I have very little gold right now, about 36 gold. I just bought my epic mount, and so I don't really have that much cash. And I actually see it just turned to 66 because I sent 30 from Ranthrain because some money he had made from quests. So after having the items, in my bank I store the extra that don't make full stacks of leather and wool, and I go ahead and bank those and try to get the full stacks out of it. And I go ahead and grab that, and then I go ahead here at the auction house, and using auctioneer, the appraiser window, I go ahead and vendor markup all of these guys. And I'm actually going to speed up the video here because it takes a long time. Alright, so I hope this is a little bit better. So, I sped it up quite a bit. All I do is I use the auctioneer preset vend markup, which stands for vendor markup, and that marks up the vendor price by 300%. And a lot of you are saying, well, you could probably make more money if you do your own custom prices based on market and just overall basic knowledge. But I found that they sell more often if you put them for that lower vendor price, and you're still making 300% more than the vendor, so that's good. So as you can see here, I just continually do this, and here I actually start doing the leather. So, leather I do for the market price. I do 6 stacks of leather, I think, here. So, yeah. And then I also do wool. See, I didn't post all my leather. That's actually a trick. Don't flood the market, or else it's not going to sell. Either that, or it's going to get marked down, and it's not going to sell because of that. So that's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed. Pretty basic, and it's not from a high-end instance. So you might not get all the necessary info, but that's pretty much how I do it. And I can make, if I try hard enough, 150 gold an hour if I, repeatedly do it. Since there is an instance limit of 5 an hour, if you've never done that many, you wouldn't know. But to save bandwidth on Blizzard servers, they only let you do 5 instances an hour. So that's kind of a limit. But if I do 3 to 5 an hour, it can usually get between 80 and 150 G, and of course more if I get a bind on equip blue or an epic, of course. So that's that. That's actually basically money making on the auction house in general, but very brief, as you know, and just for the SFK. So, hope you enjoyed, and I hope you keep watching. Go ahead and subscribe, and see you guys later.